This is most unorthodox. Not only has my facial hair been stolen by time-traveling ghosts, but in addition I am posting a video well in advance of the deadline. What could this possibly signify? Well, Chris, as they say, desperate times call for desperate measures. And there were some pretty desperate times in your last video. Desperate Time Lords, or desperate statements about Time Lords. I mean, never mind. Roll intro! Videobloggery. Chris, in your last video, you said something that I cannot let pass. You said Torchwood Season 2 is better than Doctor Who Season 1. That's insane! It is true that Torchwood Season 2 is a major improvement over Torchwood Season 1, in many respects. But it is also true, is it not, that it is severely flawed in many other respects. And there are a few episodes that are just simply awful. Seriously, for Out of the Rain? Seriously? And why did they bother bringing in Martha if they weren't going to do anything with her? Doctor Who Season 1, on the other hand, is one of the greatest seasons of television in science fiction history. Not only did it introduce the Doctor, the Daleks, the TARDIS, but it also features wonderful performances from one of the best casts the program has ever had. And while now it looks a little bit dated for its time and its budget, it's actually pretty impressive. It's just a pity that all 7 episodes of Marco Polo are missing now. But, you know, at least we still have the Aztecs and... Wait, what? Oh, that Season 1. Chris, I think you mean Season 27. But even so, Christopher Eccleston's performance in his first episode of Season 1 has a level of confidence and nuance and depth that it took David Tennant 2 whole series to match. Not to mention the fact that the dynamic between Eccleston and Billie Piper is so much more interesting and mature than the puppy love between Rose and the 10th Doctor. That series also contains the single best use of the Daleks in the revived program, and possibly in the program's entire history, although that can be debated. And it also contains a lot of great episodes. Father's Day, The Empty Child, The Doctor Dances, The End of the World, all of which are in the top tier of Doctor Who history. And even the less amazing episodes are still pretty good, fart jokes notwithstanding. And what's Torchwood Season 2 got to offer? I don't know, well, Owen kills a whale. I guess that's kind of cool. I mean, other stuff happens too. Some stuff with Grey, some wedding thing, and like a bunch of weevils running around. But yeah, Owen kills a whale, and that's pretty much the main thing, right? Chris, I really think you should revisit Doctor Who Season 1. And while you'll find it looks a bit cheap by comparison to what followed it, you might find that those episodes are actually better than you remember them. But I don't want to talk about Doctor Who. And the reason for that is my new podcast. Yes, I have launched a podcast on the topic of Doctor Who and other science fiction and fantasy and even some other things. And that podcast is called The Cloister Room. Now, in addition to seeing me here, you can hear me there. To find out more, click the link over there. Or over there. Links are everywhere! So that's why I really don't want to talk about Doctor Who here anymore. Or that show where Owen kills a whale. Because why would I want to talk about that whale when I can talk about these whales? These whales are cheese whales. Cheese whales are pretty much the greatest cheese-flavored snack cracker ever devised. They're like goldfish crackers, but more cheesy and tasty and endangered.
I'm smiley because I'm endangered.
And now you're extinct. There aren't a lot of things that I like as much as I like cheese whales. But one thing does come to mind. Our viewers. Maybe the reason I like our viewers so much is because they're so similar to cheese whales. They're happy, they're fun, they're kind of orange, and we don't have nearly enough of them. In fact, maybe our viewers are cheese whales. Wait, did that actually just happen? Did we finally reach that magical point in the lifespan of a vlog where our viewers are assigned a quirky nickname? I mean, Zay Frank had his sports racers, the Vlog Brothers have their nerd fighters. Shall our viewers be the cheese whales? Please? Oh, pretty please. I would be so happy. You can't tell because I'm cutting a lot, but I'm eating way too many of these. I know your next vlog. Chris, I know your next vlog is going to be a song, but maybe you can set aside just a little bit of time to tell me what you think. I would really appreciate it, and I'm sure the cheese whales would too. You can even have an extra 30 seconds if it helps. Anyway, I gotta finish this video. I'm going to the Cape this weekend, and there are things I need to do before I go. I would really like to see your video by Monday at 8 o'clock p.m. And if you don't, then you have to eat an entire 16-ounce box of cheese whales, one whale at a time. You don't have to eat the box itself. You can do it for breakfast. But even if you don't, have a nice one.